with another YouTube live. Thank y'all for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like button on the live stream for the algorithm. I would appreciate that. Don't forget to leave a comment in the live session in the comments and below to let everybody know that you are here. And subscribe for more future live streams and videos like this. And also share this video with your friends and family so they too know that the People Champ 983 is live right now. And hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my live and up and coming content like this. And we're here on a Sunday. Can y'all believe that we are actually here on the end of June? This is the official end of June. We're here on the 30th. There you go. We're on the end of June. 4/16, June 30th, 2024. So everybody getting ready right now because 4:20 p.m. is less than 5 minutes away. So everybody getting ready. Get your joints ready. Get your buns ready. Get your blunts. Make sure you got your bowls packed. Make sure you got your bowls packed. Make sure you got your bone whippers packed. Make sure you have everything charged up from your puff codes, from your vape pens, from your all types of devices. What's up, Detroit? Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You're the real MVP. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. Hope you are doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. And slept like a king last night. And you're just in time because we are about to get it in at 4:20, which is about 5 minutes away. So hope you are getting ready. Hope you got your joints, your blunts, your bowls. Hope you got everything packed. Hope you got your puff codes charged up and all your type of devices charged up because we're about to get in less than 5 minutes. And hope you are stay hydrated during the hot summer days like this because, ladies and gentlemen, we are still in the middle of the heat wave. And also, ladies and gentlemen, and just in case you didn't, you got your puff go ready? All right, that's what's up. In case you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, they're saying that they're supposed to be an historic hurricane that's supposed to head towards land tomorrow. So we're going to talk about that and other news right after we take this 420 hit. So make sure everybody getting ready right now because we're about to get in at about 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes, y'all. Here we go. Be sure that bound. There we go. Stay hydrated, my friends. During the hot summer days. We got 2 minutes, guys. You got one more minute. One more minute. You see it is. Got one more minute. Hope y'all doing well. Please get mentioned much on this day. We are here on the Sunday. Type this on low so you guys won't hear it. There you go. Matter of fact, put the lights on. Y'all see what time it is? Y'all know what time it is. That's right, Detroit. It is 4:20. Let's get it. Hope y'all able to join along with me. Because it is 4:20 on the dot. Cheers, gang. Happy Sunday. Cheers, gang. Mm. Mm. Oh. Oh yeah. Definitely put hair on your chest right there. Those fingers. Woo wee! Shout out to everybody that joined me during the 420 sesh. And if you wasn't able to join me along through the 420 sesh, don't worry. There's always tomorrow. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Hit it on all so we'll miss that next coming 420 hit. So we can join along with us. It is now officially 421. Mm. Mm. Uh. Better go in another hit, guys. Cheers. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah. To the face, exactly to the face. I said, imagine hitting the gram. Oh yeah, I definitely can imagine. Wow. You could be taking all day. I remember somebody. I remember there be like YouTubers be trying to like see if they can fin a gram in one sitting. Some of them end up failing miserably. Like, oh my god. Let's take a look, shall we? How many YouTubers have done the finish a gram in one day? Let's find out. Let's find out, Detroit. How many fellow um, weed YouTubers have found themselves? There you go. There's how many people. Here's how many weed YouTubers try to finish the gram in one sitting. You got shout out to Dopest Yola. We got Blazing Asian attempted to finish 1 gram cart within one sitting. Again, Dopest Yola. Jay Mines finished gram dad cartridge in one sitting. Eric Khan, six cartridges, one sitting. Like that. Cause a lot of these people tried it before. Yeah. Now, well, as far as dab goes, There's some people that tried it. Here are the people that tried to finish a gram in one sitting. 1 gram of rosin in one sitting. I did a gram dab. 14 grams of wax in one sitting. Damn, 14 grams. This person did, Yola did 1 gram a dab. The fattest dab ever taken, 2 grams. See, you could do videos like that, Detroit, to see how many grams you could take in one sitting and get views like they do. You see how many views Eric Khan gets for taking the fattest dabs he ever taken, 2 grams. 200,000 views. You ever thought about doing that, Detroit? Doing a challenge of taking the fattest dabs, since you like doing dabs. Make a video go viral. I remember the other day I was looking at. You should record it, Detroit. Make a video about it, so therefore you can make a hell of views. Like Americans, like the 2 pins. I remember. This is what I saw the other day. 7 days only carts completed real time. I'm like, 7 days of owning carts. Yeah, and I'm like, that's pretty much what I was doing is the entire live. Every time I go live, this is why I'll be smoking this or vaping this. Every time I'll be going live for like 7 days straight, just with this. That's why I look at that. It was like very interesting, very, very interesting. 7 days only carts complete. I do this all the time. That's why I was like, very interesting. But yeah. A lot of YouTubers tried it. So if you want to try the Detroit, I tried to I watch the videos. I check it out if you put it up. Put up the challenge. But oh yeah. Oh yeah. To speak of the hurricane, there is supposed to be this hurricane. There's supposed to be a hurricane that's supposed to hit this earth called Hurricane Barry. That's supposed to be this historic hurricane.
When you donate,
Check this out.
Year of a a Category 4 storm on record. So a record-breaking hurricane that we're dealing with right now that's approaching the Caribbean. As we take a closer look, we're able to see that distinct eye, a perfectly symmetrical hurricane, just indicating that this storm is extremely strong and powerful as it's making
gonna check it out,
its way
Detroit.
across it towards the Windward Islands. So folks that are in Barbados might be seeing the impacts of a Category 4 hurricane, as they've already issued hurricane warnings for those islands in the next possibly 12 to 24 hours. So as we look at the latest forecasted track for this storm, it is expected to briefly weaken back into the Category 3 storm, just making its way south of Jamaica, south of Puerto Rico. But weather models and, of course, the latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center has this making landfall as a hurricane in the Yucatan Peninsula. So what happens after that is very uncertain. There's the
We're live.
question
This
on
is
whether
live,
or
ladies
not
and
this
gentlemen.
storm is going to make its way across the Yucatan and the Bay of Campeche or southern Gulf of
Just say
Mexico.
supposed to
Some weather models
hit
are
land
indicating
Monday.
that could be a possibility, but it's still far too uncertain at the moment, and we'll get a better understanding with that as we progress through the middle of the week, because we're dealing with a high pressure system over the south central U.S. that really is keeping this storm southward. So as we look at the latest spaghetti model plots, they are in good agreement that this storm is going to be making its way into Central America, southern Mexico in the coming days. But we are expecting some of these models. I know you're able to see some of those models taking it into the Gulf of Mexico, but a lot of times we have this Saharan dust, we have this high pressure system, so a lot of factors involved on what's going to be happening after it makes its impact across the Yucatan. So something to keep an eye on in the coming days, especially if you have any vacation plans in the Caribbean. The latest on the tropics, there is still another areas of concern. There's the disturbance in the southern Bay of Campeche. This only has a 50% chance of development within the next 2 days. Also, barrels just north of South America, you see that spinning right there. We are seeing another tropical wave moving off the coast of Africa that has now a 70% chance of development in the coming days. So very active tropics. We're dealing with some record-breaking storm, but we're also dealing with some Saharan dust. And what usually happens, this Saharan dust plays a role at weakening tropical systems. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all comes into play in the coming days, as we're going to see another more concentrated plume of that dust making its way across the Atlantic Ocean in the coming days. But of course, here across Southeast Texas, just very hot and humid, highs in the upper 90s, lows in the 80s.
There you go. Talk about this historic hurricane that's supposed to hit the land on Monday.
Whiskey is supposed to taste aged.
Carnival, all sorts of beach activities and games. I'm in the Fort neighborhood right now, which is an old Italian enclave, where for decades people would just leave their doors open throughout Fiesta. You would walk.
All right, dude. So what you think about the hurricane that's supposed to be hit this earth? I mean, supposed to hit the U.S. in the 2 days. Like, it's like. Yeah, it's either it's raining or it's hot. It's the one thing I don't like about the summer. It's either it's too hot or it's raining. Like, come on, man. And it's supposed to be raining in my area right now, but I don't know what it's supposed to do. It said that it's supposed to rain right now, but it's not. See, it says it's supposed to rain, but it's not. Like, come on, man. Like, it said that it's supposed to rain, but then we go outside, there's nothing happening. That's how people get confused about the weather and don't know how to prepare for the weather. You by you going by what they tell you, you be confused as fuck. 'Cause like I said on the live stream yesterday. Matter of fact, I don't gotta say yesterday, just like this says right here. It's 87 degrees, but feels like 97. It's 87 degrees, but feels like... See what I mean when I said that they confusing the fuck out of people with the weather? It says 87, but yeah, it says... Why not this? Mine just said 97. Why confuse the people saying that? Oh, it's 87, but mine says 97. It says, instead of you saying, oh, it's like 97, but it's 87 degrees, but it feels like... This says 97 degrees. Like, stop making things so fucking complicated. And everybody, and if you saw, did anybody see the presidential debate with Donald Trump and Joe Biden? Everybody is completely have roasted Joe Biden over the way he reacted towards the debate. Joe Biden Trump debate. What the hell? Look at this.
Person that believes. And frankly,
Look at this.
I think it's important to believe in the exceptions. Some people you
The
have
whole
to follow
time
your heart.
Biden
Some
be
people don't
stuttering,
believe in that.
fumbles,
But I believe in the exceptions
and the
for
Trump be like,
rape,
I don't even
incest,
know half
and
the word
life
he
of the
says.
mother. I think
I don't
it's
think he
very
even
important.
remember half the
Some
word he
people
says.
don't. Follow your heart, but you have to get elected also, and because that has to do with other things. You got to get elected. The problem they have is they're radical because they will take the life of a child in the 8th month, the 9th month, and even after birth. After birth, if you look at the former governor of Virginia, he was willing to do this. He said, we'll put the baby aside and we'll determine what we do with the baby, meaning we'll kill the baby.
Wow.
What happened is we brought it back to the states, and the country is now coming together on this issue. It's been a great thing.
Thank you. President Biden?
It's been a terrible
They
thing.
guess
what
babies.
you've done. The fact is that the vast majority of constitutional scholars supported Roe when it was decided.
Look at Joe Biden got a cold.
And
If
that
he
was-
barely
that's
speak,
this idea
like, as
that
usual.
They're all against it. It's just ridiculous. And this is the guy who says the state should be able to have it. We're in a state where in 6 weeks, you don't even know whether you're pregnant or not, but you cannot see a doctor, and have him decide on what your circumstances are, whether you need help. The idea that states are able to do this is a little like saying we're going to turn civil rights back to the states, let each state have a different rule. Look, there's so many young women who have been, including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral. The idea that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in, they talk about that. But here's the deal: there's a lot of young women who are being raped by their in-laws, by their spouses, brothers and sisters, it's just ridiculous, and they can do nothing about it. And they try to arrest them when they cross state lines.
Thank you.
There have been many young women
Let me say
murdered
thank you.
by the same people he allows to come
You
across
know,
our
it's
border.
all because of you,
We have a
Biden.
border
You
that's the most
allow this
dangerous
to happen.
place anywhere in the world. Consider the most dangerous place anywhere in the world. And he opened it up, and these killers are coming into our country, and they are raping and killing women. And it's a terrible thing. As far as the abortion is concerned,
No,
it's
wait,
now
let
back with
people
the states.
in,
The states are voting.
and then
In many
put this,
cases, it's
and
frankly
then they
a very
got this
liberal
catch and
decision. In
release
many
program
cases, it's the
by
opposite.
Biden.
But they're voting, and it's bringing it back to the vote of the people, which is what everybody wanted, including the founders, if they knew about this issue, which frankly they didn't. But they would have done. Everybody
didn't.
wanted it brought back.
This is the
Ronald
debate.
Reagan wanted it brought back. He wasn't able to get it. Everybody wanted it brought back, and many presidents had tried to get it back. I was the one to do it. And again, this gives it the vote of the people, and that's where they wanted it. Every legal scholar wanted it that way.
Staying on the topic of abortion, President Biden,
Abortion.
7 states.
This is how Biden handled this issue.
This is insane.
This is how Biden handled
7
it.
states have no legal restrictions on how far into a pregnancy a woman can obtain an abortion. Do you support any legal limits on how late a woman should be able to terminate a pregnancy?
I supported Roe v. Wade, which had 3 trimesters. The first time is between the woman and the doctor. Second time is between the doctor and an extreme situation. The third time is between the doctor, between the woman and the state.
You're getting so
that
confused.
politicians-
The third time,
the founders wanted the politicians to be the ones making decisions about women's health is ridiculous. That's the last. No politician should be making that decision. A doctor should be making those decisions. That's how it should be run. That's what you're going to do. And if I'm elected, I'm
could
going
be
to
controlled by politicians.
So that means he can take the life of the baby in the 9th month and even after birth, because some states, Democrat run, take it after birth. Again,
Right.
the former governor of Virginia, put the baby down, then we decide what to do with it. So he's willing to, as we say, rip the baby out of the womb in the 9th month and kill the baby. Nobody wants that to happen, Democrat or Republican. Nobody wants it to happen.
That is simply not true. That Roe v. Wade does not provide for that. That's not the circumstance. Only if a woman's life is in danger, she's going to die. That's the only circumstance in which that can happen. But we are not for late-term abortion, period. Period, period.
It's a
Roe v. Wade, you have
period.
late-term
You know he's a
abortion.
lie.
You can do whatever you want, depending on the state. You can do whatever you want. We don't think that's a good thing. We think it's a radical thing. We think the Democrats are the radicals, not the Republicans.
For 51 years, that was the law. 51 years, constitutional scholarship said it was the right way to go. 51 years, and it was taken away because this guy put very conservative members on the Supreme Court. He takes credit for taking it away. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? In fact, if the MAGA Republicans, he gets elected, and the MAGA Republicans control the Congress, and they pass a
It's all about
universal ban.
You hear what he says, right? It's all about control about these people. It's never about your rights or your freedoms or none of that stuff. It's all about control. You heard him. You heard what he said. You heard what he said himself. It's all about control. It's all about control.
For taking it away. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? In fact, if the MAGA Republicans, he gets elected, and the MAGA Republicans control the Congress, and they pass a universal ban.
They don't want. It's all about control. They don't want the Republicans to have control of it. They want the Democrats. It's never about the real issue, which is the safety of the American people. It's all about control between the Democrats and Republicans. And right now, it's all about taking the power from the Republicans. It's never about the people. Profit over people. Right, Biden? It's why the inflation is happening.
On abortion, period, across the board, at 6 weeks or 7 or 8 or 10 weeks, something very, very conservative. Is he going to sign that bill? I'll veto it. He'll sign it.
Thank you.
Let's turn now to the issue.
Talk about signing, you fucking hypocrite. Last time I checked, you was willing to sign over of TikTok, and knowing that it was going to destroy lots of businesses. Only thing you had to say was, if it gets to your desk, you'll sign it. You don't even care that you know that it's going to cost millions and millions of people's jobs, because most of business is run through TikTok, and a lot of people make businesses through TikTok, make money through TikTok. And your exact words was, as soon as it gets to your desk, you're gonna sign it. And that's exactly what you did, you fucking hypocrite.
Of
immigration and border security, President Biden, a record number of migrants have
So,
illegally
but he gonna
crossed the
sign
southern
it. Did you
border on
already
your
sign
watch.
something already on
Overwhelming
Joe
border
Biden?
states and overburdening cities such as New York and Chicago, and in some cases causing real safety and security concerns. Given that, why should voters trust you to solve this crisis?
Because we worked
I don't know
very
what
hard
to
to
do
get a
for border
bipartisan
prices.
agreement that not only changed all of that, but made sure that we are in a situation where you had no circumstance where they could come across the border with the number of
Meanwhile, the border's still
policemen
open.
now. We significantly
You
increased the
fucking
number
liar.
of asylum officers. Significantly, by the way, the Border Patrol endorsed me, endorsed my position. In addition to that, we found ourselves in a
No, they're
situation
not. They're
where
saying F
when he
Joe
was
Biden.
president, he was taking
They're
separated
saying F
babies
Joe
from
Biden.
their
And it's,
mothers, put them in cages, making sure the families were separated. That's not the right way to go. What I've done since I've changed the law, what's happened?
yeah, it's just love
I've
for the
changed it
worst.
in the way that now you're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border legally.
There's more people
It's
coming
better than when he
in.
left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we
You're the
get the
reason why
total
people
ban
came across the border in the first place.
the total initiative relative to what we can do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
Everybody said that you the reason why
I
the
really don't know
borders
what
have
he
lost
said at the
control.
end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look,
See, look.
we had the safest.
See, he said, I don't think he even knows what he said.
It's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on
Well, total ban on what? On
relative to
total
what we can
ban
do
on
with
on
more
our
border
rights.
patrol and
That's
more,
that's the type of
asylum
ban you're working on. You're
President
working.
Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look,
Yeah, right.
we had the safest border in the history of our country. The border, all he had to do was leave it. All he had to do was
Leave me alone. All I had to do, leave me
decided
alone.
to open up our border, open up our country to people that are from prisons, people that are from mental institutions, insane asylums.
I know, right? Every time you turn on the
Terrorists. We have
news,
largest
somebody
number
is,
of terrorists
has been
coming into our
shot,
country right now.
raped,
All terrorists, all
killed
over the world, not
by
just
a
in South
migrant.
America, all over the world.
And who's
They
letting this
come
migrants
from
in
the
here?
Middle East, everywhere.
Joe
All
Biden.
over the world, they're pouring in. And this guy just left.
Everybody
it
knows
open,
this
and
because
he
of
didn't
Joe
need
Biden.
legislation,
Fox News,
because I didn't have legislation. I said,
CNN,
close the border. We had the safest border
ABC,
in history.
NBC,
In that final
they know
couple
that
of
Joe
months of
Biden is the
my
reason.
presidency,
The
we
borders
had,
is
according to
a
Border
disgrace.
Patrol, who is great, and by the way, who endorsed me for president, but I won't say that, but they endorsed me for president. Brandon, just speak to him. But look, we had the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never
worst.
been anything like it. And people are dying all over the place, including the people that
There are
are
more
coming
people
out
coming in
that
than ever before.
President Biden?
The only terrorist who's done anything crossing the border is one who came along and killed three under his administration, killed Al Qaeda.
There's more than
person
people who
come
came
in
over here,
in his
Biden.
Administration, killed three American soldiers. Killed three American soldiers. That's the only terrorist that's there. I'm not saying that no terrorist ever got through, but the idea they're emptying their prisons, we're welcoming these people, that's simply not true. There's no data to support what he said. Once again, he's exaggerating, he's lying.
President
Who's
Trump,
lying here?
Staying on the topic of immigration, you've said that you're going to carry out, quote, the largest domestic
Last time I
deportation
checked,
operation
Biden,
in
you was
American
going
history,
to
unquote.
get everybody
Does that
together.
mean
Why
that you
everybody
will
is so
deport
divided?
every
Biden,
undocumented immigrant
since
in
you want to call somebody a
America,
liar.
including those who have jobs, including those whose spouses are citizens, and including those who have lived here for decades? And if so, how will you do it?
Just 1 second. He said we killed three people. The people we killed are al-Baghdadi and Soleimani, the two greatest terrorists, biggest terrorists anywhere in the world. And it had a huge impact on everything, not just border, on everything.
Right?
He's the one that killed people with the bad water, including hundreds of thousands of people dying, and also killing our citizens when they come in. We are living right now in a rat's nest. They're killing our people in New York, in California, in
Right.
every
Every
state.
time I
in
tell
the
about
union,
crimes
because
is
we don't
going
have
up
borders
because of
anymore.
his
Every
lawlessness.
state is now a border. And because of his ridiculous, insane, and very stupid policies, people
Policies,
are
by
coming
the
in
way.
and they're killing our citizens at a level that we've never seen. We call it migrant crime. I call it Biden migrant crime.
Biden
Killing
migrant
our
crime.
citizens at a level that we've never seen before. And you're reading it like these three incredible young girls over the last few days. One of them, I just spoke to the mother, and they just had the funeral for this girl, 12 years old. This is horrible what's taken place.
because
What's
of
taken
borders
place in our
open.
country. We're literally an uncivilized country now. He doesn't want it to be. He just
Be-
doesn't know.
because this country
He
is most
opened the borders.
unsafe there's ever
Nobody's
been.
ever seen anything
Thanks
like
to
it.
Biden.
Now, we have to get a lot of these people out, and we have to get them out fast because they're going to destroy our country. Just take a look at where they're living. They're living in luxury hotels in New York City and other places. Our veterans are on the street. They're dying because he doesn't care about our veterans. He doesn't care. He doesn't like the military at all. And
See?
he doesn't care about our veterans. No.
See, hear what he says? Our migrants are getting treated better than our own military, our own veterans. They get the luxury, they get to stay, while migrants get to stay at a luxury hotel. Guess what our veterans sleeping at? On the freaking street. How the migrants get treated better than our own people that? How the migrants get treated better than our own veterans that actually protect this country versus the migrants that are causing harm to this country? How is that, Biden? Veterans homeless crisis.
Getting this education, getting my master's, put me on a level that, of course, more.
And because Biden policies got people to get arrested just for being homeless, even the veterans are getting arrested for being homeless. Look this out.
Issue here in Austin, even if more of the people are out of sight because of the camping ban that was reinstated back in.
And the camping ban. He need to be for the camping ban.
Served our country have a
Biden
higher
is the
chance
reason
of
for the
ending up
camping
on the
ban.
streets. And more importantly, we talk about what we can do about it.
Biden is ready
Serving
for the
our
camping ban.
country is one of our nation's highest honors.
I started out doing communications and then got stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, and was in an artillery unit and ended up working with the forward observing teams in the artillery units.
I was an infantryman with the Army. I spent a year in the DMZ in Korea, a year in Iraq and Baghdad from 2004 to 2005.
Blake Holbrook, a Purple Heart veteran who had 5 men in his unit get killed overseas, knows that this service can come with a price.
I ended up in 3 psychiatric wards, mostly because the VA was just giving you a lot of medications.
Then not to mention, being in war, does something, being in war and you having to kill people for your country does something to you. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. So they have to find themselves going through their entire lives. If they're doing the deed for Joe Biden, only for them to end up on the street. Meanwhile, the people that are causing harm to this country, aka the migrants, are the ones get the special treatment. How is that Biden? How does that make any sense, Biden?
I ended up in a substance abuse rehab for those medications where they gave me more medications. And really, I would have been a homeless veteran had my family not stepped in.
For others like James Lambert, who moved to Texas with his friends after their time in the military, no one stepped in until later on.
I struggled a little bit more than they did getting out, and couldn't afford the place I was staying in.
Because the cost of living.
You know, and after a while,
Because
I ended
Joe
up
Biden was
living
to
out
go
of
to wars.
an 82 Ford Ranger in a Walmart parking lot.
James lived in that parking lot for a year, struggling with alcohol and painkillers that he got hooked on after being treated for back pain.
When I was going through that situation, my lowest point, I considered suicide. Because I was like, there's no way out. I can't deal with it
Damn, why
anymore.
do veterans
He
feel this
never
way?
shared that he was
After-
homeless when this was happening.
Okay.
This
This is
secret
all because of
struggle
Joe
is
Biden.
common among veterans.
Wearing their uniform, you have so much pride, so much respect for yourself and others that when you lose your home, it's embarrassing, it's sad.
Now
Damn,
both
Biden.
Blake and James are using their experiences to help others. Blake is a peer mental health specialist with the Samaritan Center
Why-
in
why
Austin
don't they get help
and
from the
works with
government,
veterans in
Biden?
the state jail. He says about 50% of the veterans in his program were homeless before they were arrested.
A lot of
See?
times we'll work with the VA and they have a HUD-VASH program that will give them a voucher for, say, 3 to 6 months of rent. in Austin, as we all know, the housing prices are skyrocketing. Just renting apartments is difficult. So if they have these vouchers,
Say he can't even rent a veteran can't even rent an apartment because the rent's so high.
And a
But
lot of
yet,
times they just end up back on
instead
the
of
street.
them getting
James is the peer service
free government
coordinator for the
assistance,
military veteran peer network
because they
in
did work
Travis
for the
County.
government,
He works with the police
they
department
end up
and
getting
sheriff's
free homeless.
office, responding to veteran interactions, and meets one-on-one with veterans to connect them with different resources.
And when the camping ban came into effect, I lost
Did they have a
contact
camping
with a
ban?
lot of the vets that were in the area. I used to be able to go every day and see. I knew where all the veterans that I was talking to were staying, and then I'd always run into more.
The 2021 estimates by the Ending Community Homelessness Coalition before the camping ban in May showed of the 3,160 people experiencing homelessness in Travis County, 284 were veterans. That means while veterans only make up 5% of the general population, they make up 9% of the homeless population. Blake says in a city as innovative as Austin, we need to find solutions.
So when you come to the table saying, let's reinstate the camping ban and let's get rid of the
Camping
so-called
ban.
trash in this town, well, it turns out that trash are humans, and we should act accordingly. So come to the table with solutions, not just talking about a problem.
Blake and James using the good and bad from their past to lead fellow veterans to a new
All because
chapter
he wants to
of
serve this
healing.
I'm
country
struggling right now. That's okay. We all
under
we
the
all
leadership
struggle.
of Joe Biden.
Where do you go from here? There's a path to be successful. You just got to choose it.
One point both
The whole point of joining the army, the whole point of serving this country is so that you could have a better, make better money and have a better life for you and your family. But yet, why did they end up being homeless after serving this country? I thought the whole point of serving this country is to better your situation with your life and family, because we thought that we would have other persons up serving this country. What, free housing? They can't get free housing. They can't get the government assistance. They end up on the streets, just like that, and then end up going through suicide rate. Matter of fact, hold on. How many veterans die from suicide? That's not what I fucking.
You're not alone. Help is available by calling 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
How many veterans have died from suicide?
You're not alone. Help is available by calling 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988 or going to 988lifeline.org.
Here we go. It says veterans suicide stats. 66,392 veterans suicide in 2021. Wow. It says what? This says damn, it says 133,000 people veterans have died from suicide since 2001. Wow. So that says a lot about our leadership, if they're willing to take their lives after serving this country. That's crazy. And today is supposed to be, and it was even more sad. Today is supposed to be the last. Today's supposed to be mental health awareness month. Today's supposed to be the mental awareness month for the men. I heard, and instead of them promoting mental health awareness month, guess what this country decided to promote instead? Take a huge guess of what this country decided to promote and advertise versus Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Still guessing? Look. Pride Month. So this corrupt country decided to have men's mental health end with the same month with Pride, aka the Rainbow, aka the LGBT community month. But yet, you barely, if not hardly, hear anything about Men's Mental Health Month. But yet, all you hear this month is Pride Month. Look. This person was asking why nobody was. This person made a video saying June is Men's Mental Health Month. Why is nobody talking about it?
Even though it's the most aware now. And personally, I blame this on modern day addictions. The bad habits that men do every single day. I think their jobs play a role in that. They don't like their job. There's a lot of shit that goes into it, right? But if you're a man watching this video, and even if you're not, I'm going to... That sounds kind of... But it's true. It is true. No one really gives a fuck. The only people who are really going to give a fuck about you are your closest friends, and I mean closest friends. I mean real friends. You probably think you have 5 to 10 close friends. You don't. No one has 5 to 10 close friends unless you're literally in, like, maybe a sport team. You all do the same values. Your parents, if you're lucky, that's really it. Maybe you have a few others, but that's pretty much it for everyone. Some people do care, but you can't have them by your side all the time. So most of the time you are alone. And that is not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. If we can spend time by ourselves as men, we learn about ourselves, we craft new skills, our life becomes 10 times better. Because that means that we're in control, not our temptations, not our urges. That's when we can fulfill our life as a man. Let me explain to you why Men's Mental Health Month is bullshit. Now, it's probably not the reason you think. You may be sitting up here and saying that I don't care about men's mental health.
This is China,
Nobody
guys.
cares about you, etc., etc. No, I'm not going to say that. Men's Mental Health Month is completely bullshit, and you'll probably agree with me on this. And if you don't, well, you probably should. Men's Mental Health Month is bullshit because it should be looked at all the time and not just in a single month. Whether that be June for the US, I think it's November for the UK. I don't.
And I always show you guys that the veterans, how many veterans have died from suicide, and guess what type of gender they are? Men.
Too sure what it is in my own country. I actually don't know. I haven't done the research. When we allocate a month to something, it probably means that it isn't looked at. It isn't looked at a broad term. Men's Mental Health Month should be every single second, every single minute, every single hour, every single week, every single month of the year. It should be. That doesn't mean that everybody should be by your side all the time, because that's just not going to happen. People care about themselves and usually put themselves first. But it should be known. We shouldn't have to allocate a month to this topic. And I think that having a month on mental health, especially with men, is actually doing worse for men than it is actually good, because now we only allocate 1 month. Yeah, we spend the majority of our time discussing this topic in this month, and then it completely disappears for the rest of the year. It doesn't show up again. And most of the advice is speak out. There's always someone there. But as I said before, most of the time there's not. Please, if you have a different opinion to me, let me know in the comments.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, it's also I also came across this video. My bad. I also came across this video of this. But then I also realized is that it's not just with the veterans that are committing suicide. It is also the construction workers. Suicide work construction workers. Look at this. It said that. Look at this.
Alarming trend on the rise in the construction industry. New research showing that construction workers are dying by suicide at an alarming rate. While demand for construction workers continues to surge, the profession has one of the highest suicide rates. That's according to data from the CDC. In 2022, an estimated 6,000 construction
That was
workers
6 days ago,
died by
guys.
suicide, an increase from the year before. Joining us now with more on this is NBC News senior policy reporter Shannon Pettypiece. Shannon, thanks for being here. So very troubling stuff here. Are there any indications about what's behind this, why this could be happening?
Well, when I spoke to people in the industry, they said there's a number of factors. Construction is inherently a difficult job. It is physically difficult, the wear and tear on people's bodies, as well as injuries, working long extended periods outside in the sun. There's a lot of physical injuries, which can lead to things like, opioid prescriptions that can turn into addictions or other forms of self-medication. And then they said there's also just this culture of macho-ness among a lot of construction workers, of not asking for help, of feeling like.
Why does that sound like the movers? Shout out to people like that are the movers. But that, if you didn't know, I used to be a mover. And that pretty much sound like what we do on a daily basis. It's like we go out there, we lift heavy stuff, and we find ourselves, most of the time we find ourselves outside during this time of the day, which is summer, in the scorching heat, which means that we end up working extra hard in the heat, lifting heavy stuff, and like they said, some get injured, some get hurt, some wear their bodies out because they go through hours and hours of lifting heavy stuff non-stop every day, and some don't even get a break, and it can wear you down, not just physically but mentally, even though you try to provide, but
you should be able to handle your problems. You should keep those at home. And not wanting to share how they're feeling, not wanting to seek out and get help. And folks in the industry said that all those things combined can just lead to a really toxic mix that can lead people to taking their own life at a rate that is 75% higher among men in construction industry than it is for men in the general population, who already have a higher rate of suicide than women in the general population.
Wow, some startling numbers there for sure. And we're seeing these come as there is a boom in the construction industry and the shortage of workers that's also going on at the same time. How does that possibly factor into how they're feeling on the job?
And then, because of Joe Biden and his budget cuts, a lot of jobs, not just from the tech industry, are forced to damn near get rid of half their staff because of they can't afford to pay everybody anymore due to budget cuts, but at the same time give them raise. So they could only give up the raises to people they could afford. So that's why damn near half the people, damn near everybody have lost their jobs. And they're going and this. And I heard that there's supposed to be some type of hiring freeze. Not every job is hiring right now. So not only is people are dealing with losing their job, but they're also dealing with hiring freeze. So if you are the lucky ones that still got your job, you probably are the ones that are doing double work, because 9 times out of 10, there's barely any employees there due to budget cuts. So now you're forced to work like damn near everybody's job that got fired. So now it's like, is the raise even worth it?
in the industry said they're really concerned about.
I'm talking about people from everybody has damn near lost their jobs from every different parts, for every part of jobs, from the tech industry, food industry, police, firemen, nurses, even the construction worker. They all are dealing with budget cuts thanks to Joe Biden and him obsessed with going to war with Russia.
The pressures that are on workers right now. There
Through
has
Ukraine.
been billions in federal dollars for infrastructure projects, new electric vehicle manufacturing plants, these semiconductor chip plants. These are huge, large-scale projects, and the industry estimates they're about 500,000 workers short of where they need to be to meet their hiring goals. So that means added pressure on the current workforce. It means longer hours. It means people working double shifts, and not taking any days off, and not only for weeks at a time, but months at a time or even years at a time. And that puts pressures on individuals emotionally, physically, and it's also causing a lot of them to have to travel for work, to be away from home and their.
Like I said, it reminds me of like the movers, because we also travel, because we would move, we like work for other different moving companies. So and other moving companies, it's like an out of state. So it would cost us to travel, just like in the construction
family and their support
industry.
Networks, sometimes for over a year. And so it really has industry officials concerned that on top of all these other factors we talked about a moment ago, those are only being amplified and magnified by this demand on the workforce.
Wow, so many factors there.
Even Bernie Sanders says is that even though they're working on the railroad industry, even though they're making record-breaking profits, because they are dealing with corporate greed, they're not letting their workers take not one day off, not one. So therefore, there are more railroad derailment more than ever before, because they're not getting any time off. They're forced to work extra hard in the railroad industry, and that's why there are more rail derailment, like what happened with Ohio with the oil spill.
Shannon, so what steps are being taken within the industry to try to help this problem?
Well, there's been a lot of efforts over the past few years to raise awareness. One is getting workers to be aware that they are at an increased risk of suicide and that it is okay to seek help.
No, risk of suicide.
They really have been trying to emphasize the 988 suicide crisis lifeline that people can call, putting this 988 number on stickers on work sites, posters, hard hats, getting awareness out there that there is someone you can call and reach out to for help if you find yourself in a crisis, but then trying to be more proactive, trying to have workplace talks, just the way they talk about physical safety on the job site, talking about mental health safety. Employers are putting in assistance programs that workers can.
And it's not just in.
All your faves are back for a new
This is
season
also
of Teen Mom,
happening
The
in
Next
places
Chapter.
like Michigan. The construction industry is also happening in Michigan.
Talk about this issue. Shamir Owens is here for you now with a closer look at this issue and the importance of having mental health resources in the workplace.
Sherry and Lauren, out of all the jobs in Michigan, suicide rates are the highest in the construction industry. Now there's a new effort to let workers know they're not alone. The nationwide numbers are shocking.
In 2018, there was 1,008 construction fatalities.
Damn.
5,242 suicides by construction workers.
Damn.
And these numbers is alarming. They're disturbing.
Wow. You heard that? That was wow. I did not know that. 1,000 people.
1,008 construction fatalities.
Construction industry. Now there's a new effort to let workers know they're not alone. The nationwide numbers are shocking.
In 2018, there was 1,008 construction fatalities, but 5,242 suicides by construction workers.
Damn,
5,000. These numbers is alarming. They're disturbing and unacceptable.
Damn.
That's
it
why
said 5,000 construction.
their...
Damn, it said 5,000 construction workers had committed suicide. 5,000. Damn. Wow, damn, what the hell?
Commitment to suicide prevention.
It said 5,000 people had committed suicide in the construction industry. 5,000.
Conversations is his responsibility.
It's our job as leaders at Barton Malow to raise awareness and to talk to each of our team members, getting the message out that when it's okay to talk about it.
For Deshaun Leak of Michigan Building Trades, suicide prevention is something that hits close to home after he lost a close friend.
Started having problems. Things got shaky at home. He started self-medicating. And when I say that, I mean alcohol abuse and drug abuse. The wife ended up moving out. Wife never came back home. They ended up getting a divorce. He had to move in with his dad. His father came home one day, found him at the top of the basement steps. He had passed away. He passed away from an overdose.
Leak says the suicide prevention initiatives in place today may have saved his friend. He is urging anyone who needs help to reach out.
I wish we would have had the opportunity to have these programs for him to get some treatment. You're not just a number that's building Michigan. You know, you're my brother, you're my sister out there. We love y'all, and if you need help, just please reach out to somebody and get it.
While this event focused on the construction industry, officials encourage all Michigan employers to invest in the mental health and wellness of their employees. If you or someone you know is struggling, there are resources listed on our C-Notics section at WLNS.com. Back to you.
Damn. I did not know that. 5,000 construction workers had taken their whole life. 5,000. Wow. Talk about some... If you want to talk about some population control, 5,000 people. That's crazy. Never thought that 5,000 people all at once would take that on, like. That's crazy. Suicide. And it's not just with the construction workers. It's not just with construction workers. It also has been with the police department as well. The police department seeing tragic rise in officers' suicides. So even officers taking their own lives. Not just construction workers. Look at this.
Often dangerous, risking their own lives to protect citizens. But what happens when officers are off the clock?
Tonight, the department is mourning the death of one of their own. A precinct commander and 21-year veteran has taken his own life.
An alarming number of officers are committing suicide. According to Blue Help, between 2019 and 2020, more than 470 police officers committed suicide. So far this year, 61 officers have taken their own lives.
Damn.
The thing is, an officer never really takes off his uniform. They can't always just shut it down and go home.
Karen Solomon is the co-founder of Blue Help, the first and only organization that tracks law enforcement suicide, also providing support for families of those who have lost loved ones to suicide, and offering suicide prevention training.
You're going to have that leftover stress of someone got in their face tonight, or they saw somebody dead tonight, or they resuscitated somebody and saved their life. So all of that stuff intermingles in their life, and it's always touching each other. It's always touching their personal life and their work life.
The New York Police Department has seen some of the highest rates of suicide in the nation.
Damn. Wow.
NYPD
Wow.
says the suicide rate among uniformed officers is more than double that of the general population.
Wow.
In the last 3 years,
NYPD
16
suicide.
New York police officers have died by suicide.
See, there's a stigma that over the years, if you go and talk to somebody, if you go to a supervisor, if you go to a medical doctor who's a police officer or a police surgeon, you're going to get your gun and shield taken away. Well, that's their superpowers.
Wow.
That's what makes them worth something in life. And if you take that away, now you get looked at like, wait a minute, what's wrong with that person?
Michael Ameri was a highway inspector for the NYPD. Ameri was responsible for hundreds of officers in his unit. In May of 2016, he took his own life.
He was great. I mean, he had a love life. He didn't have any issues that we were aware of. There was no mental illness or any other issues as far as we know. And then all of a sudden, I spoke to him the night before. We were making arrangements to go on vacation. We were picking out dates on a calendar.
According to Blue Help, main areas of stress impacting police include everyday pressures of the job, financial hardships, feelings of being alone, and what's become a growing concern among officers, negative sentiment towards police.
So first, COVID-19. Think about that. 1 minute you were this hero because you're helping people, you're on the front lines, you're going to work every day and you're a hero. 3 months later, you're not a hero anymore. Then you have the riots and the people getting in your face and the defund the police, and then you have people leaving the profession. So this year has been very...
Speaking of defunding the police, guess what's happening right now in New York and LA? That's right, due to budget cuts, there's hardly less police in New York and LA. In 2024, thanks to Joe Biden.
traumatic for all of the police officers.
We've seen the complete demonization for police officers. New York City has just been a downhill spiral where the complete disrespect and lack of listening to authority and trying to make the world a better place is really showing.
The way we attach them to their uniform.
Due to lawlessness, thanks to Joe Biden, condoning lawlessness.
And won't let that uniform leave their body is really tremendous, and it's mind-boggling. I've never seen anything like it. What we're doing to them based on a job that they do is sensational, and it's
Not many people that don't like the police because of the leadership of Joe Biden. Or because of because of the leadership of your president of the United States. Even Wake and Bang Inc. Shout out to Wake and Bang Inc. He can't stand the police. He'd be the first one to tell you that he can't stand the police, and it's all because of who they follow, which is the corrupt president of the United States, Joe Biden. Because all they doing, all the police officers is doing is their job according to how the president wants them to do their job. And are they getting credit for it? No, obviously not. Obviously not. Or else they wouldn't be taking their own lives.
damaging.
While the number of active duty officers committing suicide is alarming, the number of retired officers taking their lives is just as concerning, and in many cases, underreported. At least 102 retired officers have died by suicide since 2018, according to Blue Help.
The second you leave, the second you put it to bed, the curtains close. Who am I? They don't even know who they are.
And when you take that away so suddenly, it can be very difficult. Some officers do lose their sense of self, their sense of purpose. They feel like they don't have anything without their job.
Some who have lost an officer to suicide say they too should be honored.
How I look at it is he died in the line of duty, and although they don't treat the police officers when they die by suicide as if they died in the line of duty, he should have had the same honor and respect as someone who died in the line of duty, because ultimately the job killed him in the end. That's how I look at it. And I'm a big police supporter, but I believe that this job killed him in some way, shape, or form, this job killed him. And anybody that dies by suicide as a police officer, I believe, is died in the line of duty.
But that's the thing. Even the people that are killed from the line of duty don't even get a special treatment by the President of the United States, Joe Biden, because y'all know, y'all saw the video of what happened to the cop that lost his life in the line of duty. Where was the president then? Nowhere to be found. The president was nowhere to be found. And was called out on it by Fox News. Damn, Phablet. What the? God. Hell, it shit go fucking slow. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? He this.
We'll go ahead and bring in Nicole Parker. She's former FBI special agent. Nicole knows well the pain of losing a colleague in the line of duty. Wondering what your thoughts are this afternoon.
Well, first of all, I can tell you that my heart is pounding on my chest because it does take me back to that day. Every law enforcement officer's worst nightmare is to receive notification that your brother or sister has been killed in the line of duty. I experienced that firsthand. Working in the FBI Miami division, we had 2 FBI agents that were shot and killed in the line of duty February 2nd of 2021 when they're executing a search warrant against a child predator. It's real. Sorry.
No, Nicole, take all the time you want. We appreciate having the courage to talk to us this afternoon.
Well,
if you take all the time you need.
What I feel strongly, and I hope people understand, is that these officers, we hear about the politics behind it.
See?
These are
politics.
Human beings. They have families. This beautiful wife is
All
now
because of Joe Biden
alone
don't give a fuck.
with her 1-year-old son. Officer Diller's 1-year-old son will never know his father on this earth, and that is absolutely devastating. And we say, let's not involve politics. There's no way to speak about this without involving politics. The person that took his life had been arrested 21 times. What is it going to take? I myself had been to 4 line-of-duty death funerals in less than a year in the Southern District of Florida, in the Florida area. It is real. When you feel that you're a police officer and that the criminals have more rights than you do, that's a problem. And that is how we feel. I worked violent crime for the FBI, and I worked with local law enforcement, and your last guest...
What's up, Lucy? Thanks for joining me on this live stream. You're the real MVP. Hope you're doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day, and slept like a king last night. And don't forget to hit the like button for your boy. That we appreciate that. And hope you are doing well mentally. And this is, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but this is supposed to be a Men's Mental Health Month. Today is Men's Mental Health Month. And we are, so far we're seeing there's a lot of suicide within the men. Not just within the construction worker community, but also within the police community. Just been, guess how many people who have died of suicide within the construction community? Like damn near 5,000 people. 5,000. And then also in the police force is also an alarming rate of suicide within the police force. And also an alarming rate. And yet this is supposed to be the month of Men's Mental Awareness Month. But yet it's not being celebrated like it is with Pride Month. Everybody knows that Pride Month is this month, but nobody knows that, not everybody knows that this month is also Men's Mental Health Month. Suicide. Construction industry. To look.
I want to thank everybody for sticking with us throughout the years.
I'm gonna take a hit with you guys in a little bit. Hold on, guys. I got you with the hit.
One-third of Americans are happy with their jobs. One industry plagued with mental illness and suicides is construction. That industry sees 4 times the number of suicides as the general population, making it the highest of any industry. King 5's
Wow.
shows
Are you
us
sure
a
about
new
that?
program
The
that's
police
trying
is
to
trying to
help.
beat you guys with it.
When Brett Eno's mother died by suicide when he was just 12, he was left scared and confused.
When I was a little kid, I thought somebody had to murder my mom because there's no way I could accept that she committed suicide on her own. Would leave us kids alone.
Heavy stuff for a kid to handle. He kept all of that bottled up inside. Over time, it took its toll. Eventually, as a tough construction worker diagnosed with manic depression,
Damn.
Enos never felt he could share his feelings, instead taking up woodworking and painting to stay sane.
I go through this depression where I want to sit there and get rid of everything and go into the woods and just be out there all by myself, or go down in California and live underneath a pier.
Those feelings can often lead to suicide. In fact, the
Damn.
Centers for Disease Control finds 53 out of every 100,000 construction workers like Enos
Look at this.
will die by suicide.
Damn. You heard that?
The pier.
Those feelings can often lead to suicide. In fact, the Centers for Disease Control finds 53 out of every 100,000 construction workers
100,000
like
workers.
Enos
50 out of 100,000 workers.
One reason Enos is out to help through one program called Construction Industry Alliance for Suicide Prevention.
It's the next frontier in safety.
Cal Bayer helped start the program to save lives in his industry. Contractors learn how to spot and address suicidal warning signs among their workers.
There's a pent-up need, and it shows me that the construction industry really does care about employees, and that if we can bring them tools and resources, it will make a difference.
That's what Brett Enos is hoping for, too, to help fellow construction workers build themselves up rather than letting mental illness tear them down.
It'll open the eyes to employers that, hey, sometimes, somebody needs to seek help. They need that time now, not later, because it might not be a later.
Damn.
That's just one of the many stories we'll be talking about this morning. But we want you to know your life matters to everyone around you, even people you've never met.
That's great, right? Thank you guys for joining me on this live stream. You're the real MVP. And like I keep telling you guys, if anybody hasn't told you yet, you're smart, beautiful, kind, and wise, and the most important thing on this earth that has lots to offer. Don't let anybody tell you any different. That's right, you Moosey, you Detroit, Latif, you, and You! Don't anybody treat any guys different? Y'all special in your own way. I'm special in my own way. That would make us special and unique. And your lives matter. And cheers to life. Cheers, gang. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, you're not alone. Michael Jackson. You're not alone. Michael Jackson. Like Michael Jackson always says, you're not alone. You can always reach out. Always reach out. Because sometimes us men be so too pride to reach out. So therefore, we find ourselves staying to ourselves, will make it even worse. Also, stay hydrated. Also, stay hydrated. So. What the fuck? Damn. That hit powerful. AF. Come on, man. Oh, damn. Then also, don't forget, and then also it's also more suicide, and also in the police force. Look at this.
The LA County Sheriff's Department is mourning the deaths of 4 deputies who died by apparent suicide this week. The incidents happened on Monday and Tuesday.
This has happened 7 months ago, guys. 7 months ago.
Officials say 3 of them were active members of the department. The LA County Sheriff's Department is mourning the deaths of 4 deputies who died by apparent suicide this week. The incidents happened on Monday and Tuesday within a 48-hour period. Officials say 3 of them were active members of the department. 1 was retired. In a statement released yesterday afternoon, Sheriff Robert Luna said, quote, "We are stunned to learn of these deaths. It has sent shockwaves of emotion throughout the department. The identities of the deputies not released out of respect for the families. If you or anyone you know is in crisis, call or text 988 to reach the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline."
The full sheriff department employees died from suicide in 24 hours. Isn't that crazy, y'all? Either you are being taken away by homicide or you'll be taken away by suicide. Either way, there are more of that going on more than ever before. meaning bringing the word more truth than ever before. Where you ever heard of the phrase "kill or be killed"? Killed or be killed. So either you are out here killing others, or you are doing it to yourself. It seems to be the motto here in today's society. Either you are either you are here unaliving people, or you are unaliving yourself. It's more of because let's put this on.
Only on Fox 11 tonight, heart-wrenching video from Sunday's deadly shooting inside the LA County Sheriff's Department station in Industry.
A teenage girl can be seen wrestling the sheriff's deputy before taking his gun and pulling the trigger on herself. Fox 11's Matthew Cedar breaking this story, new at 10. Matthew.
Another car killed himself.
See, Alex, this incident happened fast. Only about 5 seconds or less. Now, I've got to warn you, this video is hard to watch. New shocking video obtained only by Fox 11 of an ambush, struggle, and shooting Sunday inside the LA County Sheriff's Department station. We're stopping the...
My apologies. Not the cop killing himself, but the woman killing herself with a cop's gun.
Video here as the 17-year-old girl uses a deputy's gun to fatally shoot herself.
A couple seconds, if you will. All the deputy did was open the door to help somebody. And unfortunately, what occurred.
Watch again as a deputy in the city of Industry casually walks and opens the front door. The teen grabs the deputy's gun from his holster, struggles through 2 punches, and pulls the trigger towards her head, all in just 3 seconds.
Wow.
Everybody's like, what the heck happened?
Wow.
The life-saving measures, CPR,
Oh my God.
etc. Everybody's affected by it.
I was shocked to see a situation like that go so bad so quick.
Tim Lynn worked as a member of law enforcement more than 30 years.
I mean, he gotta be
What can law
freaking.
enforcement do to prevent this from happening?
I know that he gotta be like freaking. He gotta be like high mentally scarred from this, cause he just like out of nowhere somebody just took his gun and just killed himself with it, and he was like, oh my God, what the fuck was that? What just happened?
In black and whites that are working the field, they're wearing a different type of holster, a different type of belt, and unless you know how to get them out and do the maneuver, they're very hard to get out of the holster.
In 2020, a similar case inside LAPD's Harbor Station. A man fighting and stealing a police officer's gun before shooting.
You have to be on guard all of the time.
An attorney representing the 17-year-old's family says it's highly disturbing that a 17-year-old girl who weighs about 140 pounds could disarm a deputy in a short amount of time in a sheriff's station and use a deadly weapon like that.
Wow. So that was the alarming. That was the most alarming. Not that the woman killed herself. The fact that she was able to disarm a deputy. That's the biggest story, is that a 17-year-old was able to disarm a sheriff within seconds before she ended her life.
It raises a lot of questions.
I feel it to my heart and soul. I've been a deputy sheriff for 35 years. I got a daughter, been through situations myself.
Damn.
It's tragic.
Oh my
Clearly,
God.
a lot of people shaken up by this shooting. It's now under investigation. Reporting live tonight, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
That crazy. Wow. Wow. That is crazy, guys. I'm so shocked about what this. So, a 17-year-old girl was able to disarm a deputy and then. And then also.
Party start the day at 5.
And also the on speaking of a young teen, not a young teen, a young speak of the younger generation. The rapper Coolio Fulio was shot and killed in Tampa, Florida, on his 26th birthday. Look at this. Jacksonville rapper, shout out to Breaking Bang Inc. This is from Jacksonville rapper Julio fatally shot in the Tampa, Florida. In Tampa.
In Tampa, where police are still looking for the person who shot and killed a rapper and hurt 3 others outside of a hotel there. 3 others were injured in that shooting, as we said, but 26-year-old Charles Jones was also known as Julio Fulio, was reportedly there to celebrate his birthday. I think he was turning, 26 or 27. Police are still trying to figure out a motive for the shooting, but in some of his songs, he made jokes about the murders of people in other groups as well as rappers.
I heard probably 2 series of shots, maybe like 5 shots each. And then probably like 5 minutes later, just heard some voices.
At that hotel, because according to social media posts, his pool party at an Airbnb was shut down by police. He alerted people, listen, I'm moving my party to this other hotel, so people knew where he was going. And the people who ambushed him allegedly came there to do that. 3 other victims are being treated at a hospital.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, either you are being taken out by force or by free will. It seemed like Julio died. Was pretty much died by force because he was killed. And it's crazy.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox 9, Gene Francine. As we continue with your Monday morning headlines, we are following breaking news this Monday morning coming out of Tampa, Florida. Tampa police looking for whoever's responsible for a shooting that left a Florida rapper dead. It happened early Sunday morning outside a hotel. Charles Jones was among the 4 people shot. Fans knew him as Julio Fulio. Fox 13 Tampa's Kelly Cowan is live from the Tampa Police Department this morning with more on this developing story. Kelly, good morning to you.
Good morning to you. And there is concern that this could lead to even more violence, more shootings in Jacksonville. That's because that is where this rapper was from, and he did have a long-standing history of posting provocative videos and songs, creating songs where it glorified not only violence, but specifically violence against fellow rappers and other groups in Jacksonville. Jones, known for making diss tracks and music videos joking about the murders of rivals, and even shooting one music video in a graveyard and mocking another rapper who was shot and killed on his birthday. Now, several local stations in Jacksonville are reporting that Jones was shot twice in the last 3 years. He survived those, and now his murder could fuel even more violence.
This is the downside of that kind of nature that goes around, that gets associated with the music industry and the rappers that do this kind of thing. It's not jokes. This is not, in so many cases, just for video show. This is fiction becoming fact-based in real life.
Now, Jones has made several posts over the last week about celebrating his birthday here in Tampa. On his Instagram page, he offered to send the location of a pool party to his followers. According to his posts on Saturday, that party later shut down by police, but he'd also posted plans about another party happening at an adult entertainment club that night, not far from the hotel, where he was later found shot and killed during what his attorney has called an ambush. Tampa police say around 4:40 in the morning, shots were fired outside of a hotel near USF, the University of South Florida. 4 people, including Jones, were shot, 3 taken to a nearby hospital at what we were told at the time were non-life-threatening injuries, but Jones was pronounced dead at the scene. So far, no suspects have been named in this, and Tampa police are asking for more information from anyone that has it about the shooting.
This is what happens.
Kelly Cowan there with.
This is what happens when you glorify gangster rap. This is what happens when you. Look at this cat. Look at this cat, yo. He just popped out of nowhere. Shout out to the cat. Dang. What you doing? The cat decided to make a special appearance. Hey, cat. You alright? You good, cat? Look like it's about to rain. Whoa, you alright, cat? That's the reason why I'm indoors, not outdoor, not there, because it is about to thunderstorm as of right now. Like I said, guys, we got this hurricane coming through. Yeah, cat. Look at this cat doing. Look what this cat doing. You alright? Want me to pet you? This is how. See how the cat is just on the free world. Decided to just hop on my lap and says, "Okay, time to pet me." You right, cat? You right. Shout out to the cat for making an out of nowhere special appearance. Right, cat? Say the cat was the spotlight. There you go. Alright, cat, you gotta do it to the camera now. Alright, cat. You gotta do it to the camera. My bad, y'all. Oop. My bad, cat. Okay, you got stuff on my tablet like that. Oop. I see a cat. That cat, you gonna be able
Fox 13, Tampa, Kelly.
bang. But cat says you gonna pet me one way or another. That cat don't fall now. Oh, you alright? Hey, you gotta bite me now. You told you could bite me. It's getting very dark out there. Looks like it's really about to come down now. That's a good boy. Ow, cat. You little bump your head against my upper chin. There we go. Thanks. Thank you, Detroit. Y'all see, I'm just doing my live review. Yeah. And the cat just out of nowhere decided to just hop on my lap and says, "Time to pet me." Oh my God. You can tell that it's summer because look, the cats are shedding. Take a look at the outside. This is the outside look. It's raining. Or it was raining. That's thundering. Come on, guys. Okay. That's what's going on in my area. Thunderstorms. Thunderstorms and rain. Okay. Good now, Cat? There you go, lights back on. Good now, Cat? Good now? Alright. We're good now. But that's crazy. And like I said, either you are being taken out on your own free will or by force. What happened with the rapper
Well, Florida rapper Julio was shot and killed in Tampa overnight. Julio, whose legal name is Charles Jones, was celebrating his 26th birthday when this all happened. According to his lawyer, Jones was at an Airbnb when his group was asked to leave because there were simply too many people there. They then ended up at a Holiday Inn in northern Tampa where the rapper was gunned down. So far, no arrests have been made. 3 other people were injured.
Damn. These are the times we live in, ladies and gentlemen, where death is pretty much all around you. Because every time you turn around, more and more people have found themselves making funeral arrangements due to either suicide or homicide. That's why y'all gotta pay attention to your circle before it hurt you, and please love yourself, because nobody will love you more than you love you. Nobody knows you than you. Please, and don't be afraid to reach out, because we are here for you in your time of need. So don't be afraid to reach out to Detroit, and that's good for you, Detroit, Lucy, and let anybody else in the chat. We are reachable, so don't be afraid to reach out. But because and also, like I said, pay attention to your surroundings too, ladies and gentlemen, because we are living in the era where people are quick to pick up a gun or a knife. That's Okay, did you hear that the rapper Wiz Khalifa is having another baby? Hey, cat, stop. Before we continue, cheers, gang. Rapper Wiz Khalifa announces that he is having a daughter with his girlfriend.
Yo, that's what's up, yo. She messed with another dude, had another bit.
1 second, you feel safe. And then
Wiz Khalifa will soon be a father of two as he and his girlfriend Amy Aguilar announced via IG that they are expecting a baby girl. Yay! And this might shock some of you, but no one is more happy for them than Wiz Khalifa's ex, Amber Rose. Now, Amber commented on the couple's announcement, "We can't wait to meet her." Y'all, that is so sweet to me. How sweet is that to have been Amber be this supportive of her baby daddy and his new girlfriend?
It's everything. Yeah, like, they're one of the few couples that's in the hip-hop space that I feel like that's truly consciously uncoupled and haven't been toxic post-relationship, you know? Yeah, I love to see people working it out. Love to see a happy family. Even if things get a little complicated, just finding a way to like, keep it positive.
How old is, Amber, what's her name?
Aguilar?
No, the first baby.
Oh, the baby? He's 11. Like
11?
Logan.
Oh, well, she still got what?
Sebastian.
7 more years? Child support?
Oh, God.
Wiz Khalifa now got he is expecting y'all child with his beautiful girlfriend, y'all, Miss Amy Aguilera, y'all. Now the couple announced the news on Instagram on Father's Day, showing a positive, clear blue pregnancy test, y'all. The couple simply wrote, "Baby girl on the way," y'all. Now Riz already has a son with his ex-wife, Miss Amber Rose, and they say Amber and Wiz started dating back in 2011 and got engaged a year after. Now they were married in 2013, but 18 months before Amber filed for divorce, y'all, in 2014, citing irreconcilable differences, y'all. So congratulations to Wiz Khalifa. She's a beautiful girl too, and she's of African descent. So that's a good thing, you know. Don't get to having that much anymore. So congratulations to Wiz. All right, the color of the day, honey, is one of my favorite colors in honor of Juneteenth. My color of the day, y'all, is summer watermelon. On the high end, you say summer watermelon, and on the low end, you say beautiful red. That's your color for today. That's a beautiful color, Gary. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Dr. Wiz, but having become a dad. Dr. Wiz. But become a dad. And speaking of Wiz, if you guys check out my TikTok page, if you guys find me on TikTok, I have posted a freestyle to 23 after reaching 2,300 followers. I posted 23 freestyle featuring myself, Miley Cyrus, and Wiz Khalifa on the TikTok. And ever since then, your boy has now reached over 2,311 followers. Check this out. Exactly 2,311 followers. 27,000 likes. The song is called 23. Got over 3,000 views. Go check it out. My version of 23. For me thanking everybody for helping me reach 2,300 followers. That's what this all came about. 23 freestyle. It's because I have reached 2,300 followers. That's why I came with this freestyle. It got over 3,000 views. Go check it out if you haven't done so. We appreciate the love and support. So go check it out. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Only thing that I gotta do is like create some type of music video need to see some type of music videos. And also, I need to make songs that I could put on YouTube that is non-copyrighted, so therefore I can put it on that one. Matter of fact, I do got a song that's I gotta do promote that, and matter of fact, I do got a song that's out that's completely non-copyrighted. You can put it on post. And it's been advertised on both of my YouTube channels. I mean, on my YouTube and on TikTok. Let's go to it right now, as a matter of fact. I made a song called Stalkers. I put it on YouTube. Look, check it out. Got a song called Stalkers.
Chant, not Bob Barker. The one that I can't stand is stalkers. They're really creepy. Can't talk to girls. They'd rather stalk them and destroy the entire world. Because they're always there, watching their every move. While trying not to look suspicious and do it real smooth. Women need to be protected by these fools. And throw them in the ocean or in the pool. I can't stand people who acted like that. Stalking women, they still look whack. Like you're a coward, you get no respect. What I do to stalkers, they will never forget. By putting fear into their hearts, but they'll never think about who to start. Even though I am not that violent type of guy, but when it comes to women, I don't let that slide. So take your ass back home and say goodbye, or I am have you wish that you would die. Because all you do is scare women and make them cry. That's why women need to be protected at all costs. So stalkers know that's who the boss. So fellas, if you see a woman being stalked, go towards him and say, let's take a walk and let them know what he's doing is wrong. Protect the women, like I say on this song. Stalkers, stalkers, leave women alone, or you're gonna need a walker. Stalkers, stalkers,
baby.
Leave women alone, or you're gonna need a walker.
Oh, I like this song right there, baby. Called Stalkers. Got a song called Stalkers on my on my YouTube, and it's available on TikTok. All you gotta do is pretty much promote it, have that joint go viral, and y'all see what it is. The Stalkers, made by the People Champ by Teddy 3, yours truly. Let you know that I'm also can make raps and songs like your favorite artists, like your favorite rappers. So I got songs I can promote. That's why I said make sure you subscribe to my, also follow me on TikTok. Who remember this?
Here we go now. It's time to
I already made a song against Meek Mills.
By now, I stay on my grind. This is Big Beach with the custom beat. This one is made as a special treat. I can make things go with the flow. I think by now, then you should really know.
I am from Philly,
like the
rapper Gilly, but I'm not a sellout, not Meek Millie. Y'all gonna be dead to the sellout.
He's skinny, but his little leggings,
it's really sagging.
I know
that's funny. It's for money. If it go low, with to steal your honey.
Always showing off his
toys. Did they get caught playing with boys like Little Baby? When I first heard that, I was like, that must be crazy. Anything for money and fame. But after that, they will never be the same. All because you want to play the game, the rap game, to make a name for yourself, and then turn your soul just to get rough. You're mentally unstable. Go seek help. And tell them that the people censored you. And after that, you knew what not to do. Let's make him that baby too. Because how little baby gonna find himself getting caught with getting how you gonna let another man hug him from behind? And now little baby had got caught in other stuff involved with men. Look at this.
Let me tell you something. Little baby done got round them billionaires and forgot he was a gangster. Michael Rubin is the former owner of the Philadelphia 76ers. He connected with Meek Mill and they became besties. Now ever since Meek Mill been up under Michael Rubin, he done stopped rapping. He don't even do shows no more.
He stopped rapping.
He in the studio no more. He don't do nothing dealing with music ever since he got with that billionaire white dude.
Billionaire white dude.
Under the billionaire dude every goddamn day. Michael Rubin ain't put out a song since 2017 from the intro. Michael
Damn.
Rubin.
We'll find out Meek Mills ain't put out a song.
Then the rapper Meek Mill did. He used.
We'll find out Meek Mills ain't put out a song since he started. Mind you, what he's going to do with him and Diddy. What he wanted to do for Money and Fame with Diddy. Now he's doing the same. Come on, Meek Mills, man.
To get all the rappers. Now he got Lil Baby. Now he got Jay-Z. Now he got Travis Scott. All them rappers up under him trying to get next to the billion. I think that's how Jay-Z became a billionaire. He had a party a couple days ago for the 4th of July. Tom Brady was there. Kim Kardashian was there.
Kim Kardashian.
Beyonce was there. Every celebrity that you could think of was there. They had more celebrities at his party than the BET Awards had at their goddamn show. And at that party, it was a whole lot of evil, satanic, demonic ish going on. Lil Baby was spotted in a male sandwich between two men.
Look at Lil Baby and
Tom Brady was spotted.
Look at Lil Baby and look how he was hugged up.
Lil Baby was spotted in a male sandwich.
Look at Lil Baby. How he was like being sandwiched up by two dudes. And he was all smiling. Yeah, he look like that's a lot of sucks. That look hella sucks. That's what I was like when I first heard that. I was like, that must be crazy. People do anything for money and fame. Even Nino Brown would tell you that people do anything for money and fame. After that, that'll be the same. All because you want to be part of the game, the right game, to make a name for yourself, but ain't up selling your soul. That's to get wealth. Even Nino Brown just said it. Like, is it really worth the millions, Meek Mill? Is it really worth the millions, Lil Baby?
Between two men. Look at this shit. Tom Brady was spotted flirt with Kim Kardashian after he just got his ass a divorce. It was a whole lot of sicker shit going on at this party. Now, personally, I know a few.
Not one of those industry parties. Oh no.
Billionaires, man. And
not one industry parties.
Sickle. And that's why I keep my distance from these folks, man. Because they feel like they got so much money, so much power that they can do whatever they want with men and women. Soon as Diddy got to the billions from that Ciroc deal, he started to be sicker and go and it seemed like is down with the program too. It's like all these
rappers or do anything to be up in these rich circles. They claim they so gangster, but they forget they gangster when they get around that kind of money that they don't got. It's like, how you talk about all this gangster shit on these records, man, and get caught up in a photo like that? If you
Nino Brown said, how you gonna make a record trying to sound like you're a gangster, but then be caught in photos like that? That's why people starting to look like the industry on some satanic and on some fruity stuff, which go back into what is being celebrated more than Mental Health Month, which is what? Pride Month. And who's behind the Pride Month? Diddy. Guys like Meek Mill. Guys like Lil Baby. Guys who do anything for money and fame, even if it means sleeping with men like Diddy, or sleeping with a male billionaires. That's damn. That's crazy. Y'all already know what's going on with Diddy, and everybody that's associated with Diddy, like Meek Mills. I was like, oh yeah, and also, ladies and gentlemen, whoever know this double art, whoever, speaking of little boys, not little boys, speaking of boys, guess who I found out? Did y'all know that Mary J. Blige had a whole relationship with a 15-year-old boy? Mary J. Blige had a whole relationship with a 15-year-old boy. Mary J. Blige. Look. There it is right here. Mary J. Blige before Tupac. I slept with Mary J. Blige when I was 16. Danny Boy. I was like, wow. You don't know about that? Mary J. Blige slept with a 16-year-old boy.
All I'm thinking is this nigga is Puffy. What the fuck? And come to Death Row. The whole auditorium booed us. I never been moved or felt boos in the inside of my life. Like you just would feel the bass from motherfucker. Boo! You felt it from people being in unison. And you know, that's when Sim walked out and said, "Y'all ain't got no love for Death Row." And but it was really tight because of the security that we had to have when we got there. I mean, it was serious. It was serious.
What was the reaction from all the other Death Row artists when Suge Knight made them comments? Like, what was the reaction?
I think everybody was always a little bit surprised, but I got to give it to him. When it was time to move, it was time to make a move. Like, if Suge was on some ignorant shit or whoever was on some ignorant shit, we moved as a unit. Whether we agreed with it or not. And I don't recall any of the other artists not agreeing with it out loud. That just wasn't a thing again that you would do out loud. Like you feel like people have their opinions now. Now that they're grown and shit locked up, everybody have their opinions. The way that I talk in my opinions and the things that I would say to Suge, I said to him as a kid. And I think that's what kind of made him like me. Like, if something I didn't agree with, I'm going to tell him, nah, I don't want to do that. Be like, man, you need to go in the room. I'm not going in no room. I don't want to go, you know. Anybody else, if he said go in the room, it was grown men walking in rooms because he said it. So I don't think they, you know, like I said, if he said it and we was riding with it at that time, we were riding with him.
Right. The performance. Death Row performed at that award show.
Death Row performance?
They actually had a cardboard cutout of Tupac in one of the cells, right?
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to focus. Mary J. Blige has slept with a 16-year-old boy named...
But again, like I said, I knew Suge was in talks of getting Pac out of jail. Because we were going to visit him.
While you was in New York for the Source Awards, that's the first time you met Mary J. Blige and Puff Daddy baby mama Misa, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I met after the award show, we went up to
Thank you, Rex. Look at Bobby's access to that. He just in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Devontae's.
No, your foot. I'm still waiting for him to get to the Mary J. Blige part. But you ever get up and take a step and your fucking toe lock up on you? Oh my God. About something different. You talking about the loud man.
Room.
You said it's a no for Mary.
Lisa's sitting on the bed with a sheet wrapped around her.
He said no for Mary.
You know, and you can kind of see like a nice body, and she got this sheet wrapped around her. And Mary's sitting on the couch. So I know the girl that he in the bed with don't want me. So I went in. He close to her, and I start talking to Mary. And inside, I'm about to lose it because I'm actually sitting here talking to Mary. She's sitting on the couch and shit, and we ordered some food and some more drinks.
Mary J. Blige.
Somebody knocked on the window, knocked on the door. She ran and kind of damn near jumped behind the couch hiding.
He said, I almost died.
What's your problem?
He almost died talking to him.
Make sure that's not Kate. Kate.
So I had Mary J. Blige before Tupac. I had Mary J. Blige before Tupac.
Yeah, you whooping her ass. That's then no. Bitch, you think you took my A-ball? Ooh, yeah.
Damn.
Man, I don't care, you know.
They said jealousy was abusive to Mary J. Blige. Jealousy.
Tell him I don't care who he is. You ain't gotta be running and jumping.
I heard that nigga thug on KC. That used to be bad.
Thinking the KC.
Yeah, they got a drinking problem too. I know JoJo got a serious drinking problem. Remember that reality show?
Damn. They got a drinking problem?
All I know is when they doing a concert and Casey riding on the security guard's shoulders. Hey, what song was he singing? Give us some chicken. He just bust out in the middle of the song, took a Wayne for the lady in the audience and kept on walking.
You know, I'm like, oh, man, I don't care. You know, I'm talking to him. I don't care who it is. Man, you ain't got to be running and jumping. And she was actually talking about KC.
Give me some chicken. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
What are you talking about? Shout out to Ram TV. He's live too.
Song now in the back of my mind, I hear, give me some chicken. I can't even enjoy the damn song.
We out here make this bank.
No, they pop right
on the
up.
YouTube channel.
Told you.
Everybody's live.
No, yeah.
I've been live for almost 2 hours. 2 hours.
That was the word. They was strung out and they was fighting each other, huh?
What did? Oh yeah, he is. This Mary J. Blige story. Hold on.
Look at jealousy. Look at jealousy. Look at jealousy. He gonna cook somebody chicken. He gonna cook somebody chicken.
Give me some of that chicken.
He said, "Give me that chicken."
Anything I say, and I don't say I'm joking behind it, I'm dead ass. Even if I'm playing with you, I'm not finna sit up here and have you looking crazy.
My 8-ball is a 6 now, bitch.
Because this is kind of my era. I grew up like being cognizant during this time, and it was not much black news around, so everything was like a story for a while. And the shit, I sound like I'm talking about the great 1800s right now.
That's what I'm talking about when he passed out.
Good. Mary J. Blige and the relationship between Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. Abusive relationship.
Don't people be drinking and self-medicating like that because stuff be done happened? The entertainment industry, it ain't everything they make it out to be. Like,
you gotta drown some of that shit out.
On either side.
Damn.
The
Is that
so-called
bad in the
community
industry?
that 2/3 of the mofos is lying, and Hollywood. It's somewhere, it meets somewhere in the middle. So, you know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Rex, if you still got a request, let me know what the video is. Eyebrows. Shell shock from this nigga.
But one of the members of Joe.
You look like the sweetest one. You can tell that nigga was cake. What Seafood say? You niggas turkey. I got real ops out here.
Wow, so Mary J. Blige have a whole relationship
I ain't never seen that nigga around
with a 16-year-old.
Got shot 17 times and still.
Wow.
Hey,
Look at this.
You capitalized off of it though.
And he's bragging about him having it before Tupac.
I don't care, I'm talking to him. I don't care who he is. You ain't got to be running and jumping and did it, but she was actually talking about KC. She was thinking that KC, she had like this postpartum type, the shit that people in the army probably go through when they hear bangs. Like
Not
shit
postpartum.
when it came to KC. And she's sitting on the couch and shit. I'm like, you ain't got to worry about it.
I still got that video loaded, Quaz, if that's a request. Eyebrows.
Him, it's you straight. You did it in lane. I'm 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
And she laying on the couch.
That's what I was going to say. He got that nigga nuts all on the back of his neck. Got me fucked up.
Damn.
I'm sitting on the other end, and she laid down on the couch and put her head in my lap.
Wheatgrass.
I'm like, damn.
Hold on. What you say?
He can't be talking about Mary. He was talking about she wanted me to come back up here. Now she on my lap.
Damn. You got Mary J. Blige on your lap, bro?
What is this finna end up to?
Mary J. Blige?
What is this finna end up to? Bro, I lost my virginity at 11. So by the time I was 16, I was already a pro.
Everybody ain't you though, bruh.
Right.
I got taken advantage of. Eyebrows.
Nobody ain't you, bro.
You want another one? And she laid down with me. She kind of like backed up against me. And every time she backed up against me, I would move away and shit, And
he got him.
From that time, I had an opportunity.
You see, he got his balls on his neck like, ooh, yeah.
Watch him. New York and visit her a couple more times.
Oh,
but that's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt saying that Mary was pot girl.
So he was hitting that multiple times.
Because at that time, she was my girl. At that time, I'm 15, 16 years old. And she...
Oh, he said 15, 16. Oh, Mary, what the fuck? You and Jada Pinkett.
Right, 15, 16.
Yo, they was all doing that shit back in the day. Don't let them fool you while they sitting up here acting. The people that was growing up during this time saw that shit. We saw R. Kelly live on Arsenio Hall with Aaliyah with matching Mickey Mouse outfits, talking about we just friends.
Wow. Whoa. So you mean to tell me that R. Kelly is the only one that's out here being a petty? So has Mary J. Blige, but yet never mind. Yes, I was about to say something.
And then he named album, age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah. And before that, Aaliyah's got it.
Oh yeah. I always want. Oh yeah. Now I don't know what to say. Women can be pedophiles too? Women, not just men, because it seems like only men is getting caught being pedophiles, and not the women, obviously. Because how many people know that Mary J. Blige had a whole relationship with a 15-year-old?
And she was about 12 when that song came out.
To see her.
Oh my God.
And you know what it is when a girl back up on you, you young and shit, and I'm trying to show her that she ain't phasing me. I'm hard as goddamn. She's backing up against me. This Mary J. Blige.
Damn.
And Clay Messi got me. You know, I don't even know if you're supposed to say you supposed to say you had sex with people on camera. Anyway, whatever.
He always said it. You gonna say it and then later be like, are we allowed to say it? Dude, you already said it like minutes, hours ago. Now you gonna talk about something. Are we allowed to say it?
We had relations. That's a good way.
Well, Mary, you need to go to jail.
Damn, Mary J. Blige a pedophile?
Nah, I wouldn't say the motherfucking thing. Yeah.
Wow, do you know Mary J. Blige a pedophile?
I wouldn't say the motherfucking thing. Yeah, either way, it's sick. Huh?
She wasn't old at that time, but she wasn't 14 either. But still, she wasn't that much older than him.
That's a good way.
Because by the time situations like by the time situations like this happen, somebody already done got to them. This is like victim trauma bonding.
True.
You can't get those situations.
Wasn't she a victim too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like two victims from two different incidents run across each other and they trauma bonded. So a lot of that stuff, if they ain't coming out and telling you what's going on, like when everybody one will come out.
And then turn out to do is part of the community, the LGBT community.
So Cassie shit was still within the statute of limitations. She came out. When she came out, the floodgates opened because Diddy sat up there and closed that lawsuit within 24 hours with a cash payment.
Okay.
The same thing happens every time. It's a pattern if you watch it. Now, some of those people that come out after the fact, yeah, they do be lying, but the majority are not. And they have encounters after that encounter with their attacker. So you can't put those in the same category, no matter the age of that situation, because everybody is broken.
In other words, hurt people.
And I said it in the book, and I was saying it because it was my Instagram moment.
Instagram moment.
Before Instagram came out, or that was my moment. That was my social media moment to be able to say that in the book. Because had it been cameras or something around, or being able to make a post, I probably would have tried to make it something very serious with her, especially after being there more than 5
All right, this video got 3 more minutes. Anybody got any requests? Wait, what?
Oh, Lord, he lying again.
I got young.
Depending on the state.
Wait, that don't even sound right. I'll get into
what? What I just said?
No, with the title I just read.
Yeah, that's what I say. He wasn't making that up.
Your daughter asked you that for.
They work with Devontae and Rochester, New York.
Investigation.
Tell me about that.
Well, Suge wanted me to go down to New York to work with Devontae. At this time, Devontae was running the basement.
Oh, Devontae.
His crew was called the Basement, and they were down in Rochester. And he had Timberland and Magoo, Missy. Missy was a part of the group Sister. I think it was Missy and Tweet.
Yeah, Tweet was out there.
Shout out to Genuine.
Tweet there?
Tweet came out.
All those artists down there, and I just went down there to do some records with him and had an opportunity
Look it up,
on my way to fly down there to stay for about a month or so.
I just saw an interview with her daughter. She said, I didn't even know my mom was Tweet till I saw the video.
Damn! What the hell? Yeah, you mean she didn't know her own mom was Tweet before the video? Damn! And finally, your mom be keeping her away from that lifestyle. And found out it's that evil that she didn't want to know that Tweet existed.
She tricked me when I missed my flight. to go up to Rochester. I flew into New York.
I found out she got done with the music industry. She didn't even know. Didn't even know what her own daughter knows that Treat is just.
You just flying all around at 15, 16.
Because that's how they used to do it. But how do you think these producers and shit got a hold of these children? They had managers.
Managers?
Had an opportunity to cut some great records with Devontae Swing.
So
that's
you
why
were
you had
around
For sure.
That's why they used to have parents that quit their job so that they could full-time manage their children.
Come in the picture.
Pac came in the picture a little bit after the Source Awards.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Mary J. Blige. Like,
I think that was like,
Jaded.
you know, when Pac came around and got out of jail, everybody wanted Pac. All of the girls wanted him, everybody wanted to be around. You kind of noticed.
Hold on, bro. It sounded like you was about to say something else. He said all of the girls, all the who, and who?
Came around and got out of jail, everybody wanted Pac. All of the girls wanted him, everybody wanted to be around.
Sound like you about to say something there, bro.
Oh my God, man! It's like you be amazed how many people that's on the down low. You'll be amazed, man. Now you found out that your favorite rapper is on the down low. Even your favorite rapper is on the down low. How many rappers is on the down low, man? From your Diddy's and your Meek Mills and your Fresh Montana, because most of them brag about party with Diddy, and you already know what that means.
Who's everybody?
Look.
Sound like you about to say something there, bro. And who?
Oh, right. Look at this.
All of the girls wanted him, everybody wanted to be around him. You know what I mean? And you kind of noticed.
Hold on, bro. It sounded like you was about to say something else. He said all of the girls, all the who, and who?
Came around and got out there.
Said everybody want Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to have sex with Tupac. All the women, all the dudes. Oh my God, man. This is what is wrong with this world, man?
Everybody wanted Pac. All of the girls wanted him, everybody wanted to be.
Sound like you about to say something there, bro. What you about to say there, boy? All the girls, all the everybody.
It's everybody wanted Pac. For the
you know what I mean? And you kind of notice, the girls hanging around, but I can't say that I know for sure that Pac fucked Mary.
Come on, man.
I can't say that for sure.
If you knock that off, Pac knock that off. Knock it off, my nigga. You know Pac was hitting that ass. He said Shanti and her mom. Yeah, Shanti's mom was her manager. Do I see a knee? Eyebrows. He got his leg with this man when he was 15, 16.
Damn.
Or 17. Anywhere between the range of 15 and 17.
15, 17, that's when Baby just about to start with him.
Nah, if they did, and I wouldn't put it past again, because she'll kind of like, connect me with.
Punch my friend.
So did he connect?
Like baby, my
what did he probably do?
Yeah, speaking of parent, what is this about LeBron James sleeping with his teammate mama?
But
no, that was his teammate sleeping with his mama, and now he a crackhead.
No, I saw something today. It said currently, right now, they say LeBron sleeping with his teammate mama.
LeBron ain't doing that. I don't know. I ain't never see that.
What's LeBron James sleeping with mama?
LeBron James sleeping with mama.
Yes. LeBron James sleeping with teammate mama. What?
Willie D Live.
What's
side of it. I just type style. Correct. Real question. So just tell me, what did you actually do?
Wow. at this. It said, wow, look at this. Son of West admitted to sexual relationship with Troy James, LeBron's mother.
The Golden Panther.
Is that even real or?
Is it real?
Yeah.
Man, people die because of the
He slept with LeBron James' mom.
for the Golden Panther. You just gotta point somebody out.
What does Corey say?
LeBron James, no, wait. That's not it. I'm sorry, guys. That's old.
What's up, family? It finally happened. They got some dirt on LeBron. LeBron James has been exposed for sleeping with his teammate's mother.
Wow. Well, LeBron has been exposed for sleeping with teammate's mom.
For sleeping with his teammate's mother.
Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I made the blind, y'all. My bad. I ain't mean to know what the camera was.
It's been reported that LeBron James from the Lakers is sleeping with his teammate's mom. Now, you know, if you say anything to somebody, people gonna automatically assume that or imply that you're doing something wrong with somebody else, even if he didn't do it. Shit. It's been reported that LeBron James from the Lakers is sleeping with his teammate's mom. Now, you know, if you say anything to somebody, people gonna automatically assume that or imply that you're doing something wrong with somebody else, even if it.
That's crazy.
Now that Bronny is on the Lakers,
Look at this.
that means I am going to become the first NBA player to sleep with my teammate's mom since Delonte West. Now that Bronny is on the Lakers, that means I am going to become the first NBA player to sleep with my teammate's mom since Delonte West. Now that Bronny is on the Lakers,
that's funny, man.
That means I am going to become the first NBA
I don't know,
player to
real
sleep
not.
with my teammate's mom since Delonte West. Now
Real for this. They say y'all ain't shit.
NBA player to sleep
Yeah, that's
with my
crazy.
teammate's mom.
LeBron caught with wow. What you guys think about that? LeBron James caught sleeping with his teammate's mom. And this who the teammates look like. This is his teammate that he slept with, who decided to sleep with. He slept with his mom. LeBron James slept with his mom. Damn, that's crazy. More now. Look at the comments. The Bond West started it. Bro, this title was genius. Ultimate troll title. That was good troll, but you got me. You pulled up Vlad TV. I was tripping for a minute. And what you gotta think about the? Oh yeah, and what you gotta think about the presidential debate with Joe Biden, and how he handled, and how he being criticized as to how he was able to handle being standing there and being caught in the days with the presidential debate with Trump. They said that it's. Remember? Now this is before the debate, ladies and gentlemen. This is before the debate. Joe Biden got caught being caught standing, cartling it. Joe Biden got caught just staring at nothing. Nobody talking about him just standing there. Like he's clueless. Biden just staring to nothingness. And then this is what and then he called himself trying to, and then wait a minute. And then on top of stuttering, Trump's debate. There we go. Best moment during the debate. Look at this.
The debate stage at a moment of crossroads for our country. Both former President Trump and President Joe Biden presenting two very different visions for the future of our country. Let's get right to the biggest moments tonight. And we've got to start right here. Some voters have expressed concern about President Biden's age and his ability to keep focus. Tonight, at times, the president seemed to lose his train of thought, including in his answer early in the debate to a question about the economy.
Right. Look at this.
We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if...
Oh my God! Look at him.
Medicare.
What? You hear that?
With the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
You hear that?
But that was not always the tenor of the debate. There were also moments of high energy exchanges like this one, where Mr. Trump and Mr. Biden clashed over one of the biggest issues of this election, the future of abortion access after the Supreme Court's 2022 decision overturning Roe v. Wade.
Look at his reaction.
He can take the life of the baby in the 9th month and even after birth, because some states, Democrat run, take it after birth. Again, the former governor of Virginia, put the baby down, then we decide what to do with it. So he's willing to, as we say, rip the baby out of the womb in the 9th month and kill the baby. Nobody wants that to happen, Democrat or Republican. Nobody wants it to happen. That is simply not true. The Roe v. Wade does not provide for that. That's not the circumstance. Only if a woman's life is in danger, she's going to die. That's the only circumstance in which that can happen. But we are not for late-term abortion, period. Period, period.
Look at this. Watch Biden stumbles over his words during the debate against Trump.
Trillionaires in America, billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes. If they just paid 24% or 25%, either one of those numbers, they'd raise $500 million.
It said, watch Biden stumbles over his words.
In a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with.
Oh my God, man.
We finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Was right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare.
Let's see what Foster's got to say about it.
Former President Donald Trump in Virginia after a strong debate last night. Hello, everyone. I'm Dana Perino, along with my good friends Judge Jeanine Pirro, Harold Ford Jr., Jesse Waters, and Greg Gutfeld. It's 5 o'clock in New York City, and this is The Five.
Total initiative relative to what we can do with more Border Patrol and more.
Job, you answered every question you know. And Barack Obama also.
Listen, this is what exactly what I've been talking about. Is that this is what pisses me off, is that everybody was all the stuff that was accused of Trump, Biden has done in front of everybody's faces. Everybody accused of Trump being racist. But guess who was doing that in front of everybody's faces? Joe Biden. And yet y'all still let them put in office. Guess, and y'all accused of Trump of
dealing with everything we have to do with.
Wrong with him?
Everything that Donald Trump was being accused of, Biden is the one that's doing it, not Trump. Biden.
Painful. Aggressive panic in the Democratic Party.
It's kind of a DEFCON 1 moment.
President Biden needs to step down for humanity, for his integrity, and for his legacy.
There are going to be discussion about whether he should continue.
I'm Dana Perino, along with my good friend.
Take a look at what I was left when I became. Mr. Trump left me. We have 1,000 trillionaires in America. I mean, billionaires in America. What I've been able to do with the COVID, excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare, and I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban.
You will believe this. This proves that we have the. And shout out to Waking Bank Inc. Shout out to Waking Bank Inc. He also been saying that for a while we haven't been having a president because all the stuff that's being allowed into this country, far as lawlessness. That's the reason why all this stuff is happening, because we have no leadership. We have no president. We have no president for a while, and then notice. Now cat's out of the bag. American people starting to notice too.
I don't know what he said at the end of that sentence.
The media openly questioning if Joe Biden should even stay in the race.
Very bad night for Joe Biden.
Bad night for Joe Biden.
And a very aggressive panic in the Democratic Party.
It's kind of a DEFCON 1 moment.
President Biden needs to step down for humanity, for his integrity, and for his legacy.
There are going to be discussion about whether he should continue.
The universal reaction was somewhere approaching panic.
Conversations range from
Here's the reason why we are heading to World War III. Here's the reason why we are heading to World War III.
I love Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
I work for Joe Biden.
But we had no leadership.
He didn't do well at all.
A lot of people have resting 25th Amendment face.
And the image Democrats don't
everybody
want you to
criticizes
see
Joe
First Lady
Biden.
Jill Biden
Everybody
escorting her husband
criticized
off the
Joe
stage last
Biden's
night.
leadership.
But she insists
And said we had no leadership.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the. And Barack Obama also coming to Joe Biden's defense. He's posted this on X. Bad debate nights happen, trust me. I know. Greg Gutfeld.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
I wasn't shocked
Listen
by
to
this. I was
Listen to this, y'all.
disgusted by the people who are shocked by this. Imagine you're an American, an apolitical person untethered to any political side.
Biden brutal debate bomb put Democrats in panic
That's
mode.
when you check into politics. There's going to be a
Now everybody who is a Democrat don't want to vote for Democrat. They'll vote for a Republican.
It's like running into an old friend that you hadn't seen in a couple of years who's now on the street and barely recognizable, and he's homeless. I mean, the people who are apolitical have an excuse for being shocked. But what about the Democrats and the media who are saying they are shocked and panicking? They're trying to play America. These are the slimy a-holes, right? Who told us Biden was as sharp as a tack.
Slimy
And now
a-holes.
they're kind of saying, well, this might be a one-off night. No, I recognize that Biden. I saw that Biden every single day. People are obsessed over the 2024 election. What about the time between now and then? We don't have a president. We know this, but now so does the world, and so does
We don't have a president.
our enemies. And so you got the media, they act like a guy waking up from an acid trip in the forest without their clothes on. What just happened?
Damn, he just woke up from an acid trip.
All along? Or is this a plan? Force Joe out by exposing what they knew already to the world well before the DNC, so then they could get him replaced. We cannot allow our country to be this exposed to outside forces now that the world and our adversaries see that we are without a leader. But it makes you wonder, we don't have a leader for a long time, and we keep saying this is unfair and cruel
That's
to
the
Joe
reason
Biden.
why criminals are
It's
able
actually
to.
unfair and cruel to the American people
come on,
to
man.
put us through that, and it was done by people whose hatred of Trump takes priority of love for country. So
All
this
for the
isn't
hate
a
of
review
Trump.
of a debate. It's an autopsy.
Judge Janine, we haven't heard from you yet. Tell us what you think about all this. I mean,
All
we
because
have
the
a whole
hatred of
hour,
Trump
but-
and they want him in office.
Look, there's so much to say. I thought that Tom Friedman's comment from the New York Times was interesting when he said he urges the commander-in-chief to put the nation's interests first by not seeking re-election. And, for so many years, we've been listening to the fact that, it's all about Donald Trump. He doesn't care about us. He puts himself first.
Right.
Well, Tom Friedman just encapsulates the
That's
whole
nothing I
thing.
want to say. Everybody wanted to say that Trump wanted to put himself first and not the American people. But yet look who's doing that already with Biden. Looks like Biden put himself first and not the American people.
Tom Friedman is saying, Joe Biden, you're putting yourself first in front of the American people because as commander-in-chief, you have no place being in the White House or in the Oval Office. So I thought that was very compelling. I also thought what was compelling is the fact that we've been talking all week about the hangar and the 8 days or 7 days and the 16 advisors. You mean to tell me they didn't see this? This is a debate that Joe Biden put all the barriers around. He said he wanted it at CNN. They decided what the rules were. Donald Trump just came in at the end and said, I'll do it anywhere. And so Joe Biden knew this, and he still was that bad. That's after all of the stuff that he went through to prepare him. And third, Joe Biden says, I know how to tell the truth.
Yeah, right.
You know what? He lied. I'm sick and tired of hearing all day about how Donald Trump lied. He lied when he said no Americans died under his watch. That was an insult to the families of the 13 who were killed in.
Oh, see, he said he lied that nobody died under his watch. Oh my God. That's why his country is fucking doomed.
Afghanistan. And you know what? He lied. I'm sick and tired of hearing all day about how Donald Trump lied. He lied when he said no Americans died under his watch. That was
No
an
Americans
insult
died
to
under
the
his
families
watch.
of the 13 who were killed in Afghanistan, and 3 after that in Jordan. And then when he said the Border Patrol, they endorsed me. The Border Patrol immediately puts out, we didn't endorse Joe Biden, and we never will.
Oh my God, Joe Biden number a piece of shit, man. It's not even funny. dude come out and as being the most biggest liar of all time. I wouldn't be surprised if dude is really the Antichrist.
Tired of hearing about Joe Biden coming out and saying Donald Trump lied the whole night. And, you know, today we see him, as you showed at the beginning, and I'll end with this. It's like the guy got a spray tan. He's a different guy because he can read a speech like a fifth grader.
How does
can
this
read
cold
a
go away?
Like a fifth grader.
I guess it wasn't a cold, was it, Dave?
I don't know. That was weird. This just in, Bill Clinton.
He said, but he's like a fifth grader.
And we have it for you. Bill Clinton just posted this on X. He basically said he's going to leave the debate waiting to the pundits, which we're happy to provide. And he said, here's what he knows. Facts and history matter. Joe Biden has given us 3 years of solid leadership, steadying us after the pandemic, creating a record number of new jobs, making real progress, solving the climate crisis, and launching a successful effort in reducing inflation, all while pulling us out of the quagmire that Donald Trump left us in. That's what's really at stake in November.
Can't come in.
It took him a long time to write that today. That's a long time to get.
That's the whole problem. People saying that time going too dang fast. That they'll be surprised is that November is just around the corner. That's how fast the time has been going. So November will be here.
Harold Ford Jr.
Good to be. This was
this happened last year.
An opportunity
like
for Joe
already
Biden,
in November, man.
Who asked for the debate to do two things: to mitigate concerns about age, which are associated with that are concerns about
like dude,
mental
like damn near
and physical
over
maturity.
80 years old.
And then two, to try to begin this conversation with the country in a broad way, because I hear everything that Greg said, and I agree with him. We are invested in these conversations and learning about this and talking about this and having a great conversation that the country enjoys. At least the ratings suggest that we enjoy it. Had a chance to convey to millions of people who don't see all this what he wanted to do, and more importantly, that he was able to do it, and he failed. He felt miserable. He didn't convey that Donald Trump is unfit for office, and in fact, he conveyed in some ways that he may not be fit for the office. I think when you hear Bill Clinton
confessed
and
everybody
others,
that he's not fit for
President
office,
Obama,
not
President
Donald
Clinton,
Trump.
say that he's a good man. Joe Biden is a good man. That he has done a lot and accomplished a lot. He has a lot of jobs, a lot of investments. Donald Trump, who I thought had a decent night, had a better night because of the way Joe Biden performed. I think Democrats have to understand there's a lot at stake in the election. And
a lot of stake.
You are,
Joe Biden's
we as a party
like I said, Joe Biden
are content
looking so good in the debate. Looking so good.
With what we saw last night, then we should all stand down. But I'm one that believes that as a father of a 10-year-old and a 9-year-old, we have a difference of opinion about the presidential race. Some of my friends around the table, and that's fine. The priorities that we may share, intentions that we want for president. The reason I shared what I shared last night, that the president, the third thing he wanted to do, President Biden, was to quiet the talk about him being replaced. He didn't do that. As we get up this morning, and even last night as we go through the day, we shouldn't kid ourselves. We should be open-minded, serious, and honest about the options that we have before us. And we should be content or resolved. If we decide we're going to go forward with Joe Biden, then everyone should understand what can happen after what happened last night. And I'm hopeful and prayerful that we're serious about this decision over the next several days.
Jesse, I feel that we at this table are a little bit
Do y'all hear that?
underplaying
We know we have a
Democrats'
president.
reaction to this.
They know
because
this whole
it was
time that we
full-blown.
didn't have. They knew it this whole time that we didn't have a president. That's the reason why lawlessness had been taken over, because there's nobody there to conduct order. Like I said, this world is still.
Panic and immunity, or mutiny, excuse me. I've got immunity on the brain from the Supreme Court. Mutiny from supporters of his who we're going to talk about in the next block have been trying to hide this, but we're acting like Bill Clinton and Obama are making decisions here. Like definitely the party's faithful were saying, oh no, this is never going to work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing rumors about this guy being the nominee, so anything is possible. Well, I have Harold, and I'm stirring those rumors myself personally. I was driving Jesse Jr. to camp this morning, and he said, Dad, Why did the deep state try to invoke the 25th Amendment against Donald Trump, who last night was clearly cogent, but they have not invoked it against Joe Biden? I said, son, you're asking the right questions. And then he spilled his milk all over the carpet. My mom called afterwards, and I said hello. Didn't brag, didn't gloat. I just said, get ready for the dictatorship.
Dictatorship?
Because, maybe it's not what you expect in your last twilight years, but democracy is just pretty much over with. Come on, we've had enough. We now got upstairs around 9:01 and missed like the first minute, and I just see Biden. And it was like the Nixon Kennedy. I mean, I'm just saying that to sound smart. I wasn't alive then, but you see the face and then you see Trump's face and you think he's going to lose right there. And then the minute he opens his mouth, you're like, no, he's really going to lose. It sounds like he's got punched in the breadbasket.
Yeah.
And then at minute 12, you get this total breakdown. And then he comes up and says, I defeated Medicare? And Johnny jumps out of his seat.
Medicare. You said he defeated Medicare. Get the fuck out of here.
And he's like, what balls do you want to go to during the inauguration? I'm like, all right, a little ahead of yourself.
Can I actually believe that he actually said that he defeated Medicare?
Johnny, but it's true. I mean, you think it's over at that point, and then they go to abortion. And I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going to get a little nervous. And Trump fights to a draw on abortion by talking about partial birth. And then he fights to a draw on Jan 6.
Jan 6.
If Biden can't do that, he can't do anything. Then they spent 20 minutes calling each other the worst president in history. And then Trump has to defend about 16 hoaxes, bloodbath, fine people. He's getting a little in the weeds. But then he anchors every question to immigration. While Joe is just regurgitating memorized wonky statistics and can't articulate it. And so then I come down because I'm doing the post show and I see this guy, Harold Ford Jr., looks as white as a ghost. Never seen Harold so white. It's because he watched the ghost for 90 minutes, become translucent and just fade from the horse race. Before the debate, Virginia was in play. Before the debate, Minnesota was in play. I just saw a poll where Trump's up in New Jersey. So think about what's coming up, because I don't see how this changes. You're going to get a fallout for the next week. You're going to get great Trump fundraising for the next week. You're going to get great Trump poll numbers for the next week. And then you're going to get the RNC convention, which is going to build so much momentum going into August. How's Joe Biden going to stop that momentum? And then you're going to have a really discombobulated convention, and everyone's going to be fighting. And then his son's getting sentenced for gun charges.
Oh yeah, don't forget his son is a three-time
trial
felon.
that points right to the big guy.
His son is a three-time felon. His son's a three-time felon.
They'll say, this is it, this is the guy. He might just be in it to lose it.
I stopped taking notes at 9:17. I was like, no, I think I'm good. And I just sat back and watched all of these great.
He was good.
Posts.
You talk about the layman when you were asked on the set at 9 o'clock, right?
Like I said, Dave's not looking too good for Biden, because all his history is coming back to haunt him. Especially his age is definitely coming to haunt him, because he could barely talk, walk. He could barely form a sentence. He could barely even hang with Donald Trump without even pausing and stuttering and mumbling his stumbles. I'm like, in the media, in meltdown mode over Biden debate too, it's also what's funny. Because they know that for a while we didn't have a president. I was wondering why Waking Bang Inc. was said that we didn't have a president for a while. We had no president. We have no president for a while. Now, Fox News admits that we had no president and we had no president for a while, and that our enemies knows that. That's exactly why I said we are doomed. We are doomed, guys. I'm about to end this live stream. So you but to enjoy your rest of the Sunday. But please, guys, pay attention to your surroundings, because we are apparently we are about to say under leadership of Joe Biden, but apparently there's are no leadership. apparently this are no leadership is the reason why you need to pay attention shit. Pay attention to your surroundings and also stay hydrated during this hot summer days. It's People Chop 923. I'm about to sign out. About to go eat dinner, make dinner, and have a blessed day. I'm about to leave you out with this Blinker, last day of June. Y'all have a blessed day. Have a Sunday.